Evaporation. The phenomenon of change of a liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called as evaporation. At a given temperature, the particles of gas or liquid or solid possess different kinetic energies. The particles at the surface of any liquid higher kinetic energies and try to escape as vapor even if less amount of energy is supplied by increasing temperature. This phenomenon is called as evaporation. Effect of surface area, humidity and wind speed in evaporation. The rate of evaporation increases with increase of surface area, increase of temperature, and decrease in humidity, increase in wind speed. Increase of surface area. Rate of evaporation is increased if the surface area of the liquid is increased. Example: water from a plate evaporates faster than the water in a bottle if both are kept in the sunlight. Increase of temperature. By increasing the temperature of a liquid, we can provide more energy to particles. This increase in kinetic energy makes them to convert into water vapor, increasing the rate of evaporation. Decrease in humidity. Water vapor present in the air is called as humidity. When the amount of water vapor in air is less, then air seems to be dry. Now, rate of evaporation increases to increase the humidity in air. Increase in wind speed. Clothes dry faster on a windy day. Water vapor gets scattered by wind and decreases the water vapor in the air. This results in increase of evaporation. Experience with evaporation. Particles, by undergoing the phenomenon of evaporation, lose some amount of energy. These particles later try to absorb energy from the surroundings, thereby making the surroundings cool. Earthen pots are used to store water in hot summer days. These pots are kept in the sun. Water evaporates through these small pores present in the wall of the pot. Remaining water particles try to absorb the energy lost from the surroundings. This makes the surroundings as well as remaining water cool. Cotton clothes are worn during summer. When we sweat a lot in summer, the sweat is absorbed by the clothes. This sweat evaporates from the clothes. This evaporation of sweat from the clothes cools our body. Hence, it is preferable to wear cotton clothes during summer. We can also define evaporation as the change of the phase from liquid to gas that occurs at the surface of the liquid. It is a cooling process because the particles of liquid continuously give up their energy to the particles that are escaping from the surface. Another method of separation is the evaporation. It is the process of conversion of liquid into its vapor. Evaporation takes place in all the temperatures but it is faster at higher temperatures. Evaporation is particularly used to separate solids dissolved in liquid. Example: take a beaker and add 200 ml of water into it. Add 3 spoons of salt and stir it well. There is no color change and the salt gets dissolved completely in water. Heat the salt solution and let it boil. After some time, water evaporates into air in the form of steam. Salt is left out at the bottom as white powder. Disappearing trick of water. Children, if you spill water on a floor, it dries up after some time. Where does this water disappear? Wet clothes dry up. Where does this water disappear? Water on wet road disappears after rain. How? We are clear about the fact that water on heating changes into vapor. Heated by scorching sun, water from above situations is converted into vapor. We can prove this fact. Activity. Let us take a few drops of methyl alcohol in 2 petri dishes individually. Keep one of the petri dish containing methyl alcohol under a ceiling fan. Keep lid on the another petri dish containing methyl alcohol and switch on the ceiling fan. You will notice that alcohol in the petri dish that is kept under the ceiling fan disappears, whereas you will find some alcohol left in the dish that is kept in the lidded dish. Let us determine the reason for faster evaporation of methyl alcohol kept under the fan. The molecules of alcohol that is kept in the petri dish continuously move with random speeds in various directions. As a result, these molecules collide with other molecules. During the collision, they transfer energy to each other molecules. When the molecules inside the liquid collide with molecules at the surface, the molecules at the surface acquire energy and may fly off from the surface. The air is blown over the liquid surface in an open petri dish. The number of molecules written is reduced to a large extent. Because any molecule escaping from the surface is blown away from the vicinity of the liquid. This increases the rate of evaporation. This is the reason why the alcohol in petri dish that is kept under ceiling fan evaporates quickly when compared to that kept closed. Condensation. How are clouds formed? The process of condensation plays an important role in bringing water back to the surface of the earth. What is this condensation? Activity. Take a glass half filled with water. Take care that no water should be there outside on the glass. Put some ice into water. We can see that water drops appearing on the outer side of the glass. From where do water drops appear? The cold surface of the glass with ice water cools the air around it. The water vapor of air condenses on the surface of the glass. Similarly, as we go up higher from the surface of the earth, the air gets cooler. The water vapor from the oceans gets cooler and finally condenses into droplets of water. These tiny droplets float in air, forming clouds. They become big as the water drops get collected. As the clouds become heavy, the drops start falling as rain. Sometimes these drops can come down as hail or snow. Humidity. The amount of water vapor present in the air is called as humidity. Water vapor in the air is maintained by the process of evaporation of water from the surfaces of rivers, lakes, ponds, drying of wet clothes, boiling, etc. Hence, water vapor is also a constituent of air. Dew and fog. Condensation is the process by which gas converts itself into liquids. Condensation results in the formation of dew. Dew is the condensed water vapor in the form of water droplets on the surfaces which are smooth and exposed to the environment. Dew can be seen on window panes, flowers, leaves, etc. When the temperature decreases and the atmosphere gathers large amount of water vapor, it starts condensing around dust particles, forming little droplets of water. These condensed water droplets are light and can be carried away by air to form mist. The thick mist accumulated in the environment is called as fog.